Hey, what is up, everybody? Oh my gosh, this is my first ever YouTube Live. And first of all, I'd like to know if you guys can hear me. Do I need to speak up louder? But hope everybody watched Socrates over on the House of Rags YouTube channel. And it was pretty good about the rinseless washes. So if you guys in the chat can let me know if you can hear me. Lazy Jones is here. Rick Smith should be here. And can you hear me? Do I need to speak up or are we doing good? So loud and clear. Sweet. Keith is here. All right. Just kind of doing a little live here. We're going to break some news actually. Oh my gosh. Aaron is here. Um, let me know if I can mention anything, Aaron. If not, that's okay. And if so, that's okay as well. So you let me know. Um, glad you guys can hear me. So yeah, we're gonna be breaking a little bit of news. It's something that really hasn't officially been announced yet, but it is happening. So we're gonna talk about that a little bit. We're going to talk about some products. We're going to do some deep dives. Oh my gosh, Nick from Yum Cars is here. Thank you very much. I know you're way out in a different time zone in the UK, and I really appreciate it. Been to the UK once, been to Ireland a lot to train some engineers on implantable pacemaker, electronic circuitry, and stuff like that, and robotics. So really like it out that way. So David's here, Corey's here. Oh my gosh. So yeah, we're going to be breaking a little bit of news tonight. We're going to talk about some products. We are going to do a deep dive, and you guys are really going to want to stay tuned for that. And that's not just blowing smoke. We are going to dig in pretty deep here. We're going to do a Q&A. So if you guys want to ask any questions, anything like that, pretty much an open book. So go for it and ask. We're also going to talk about some future plans that Socrates and I are probably going to be doing. And I want to say hi to Mike and T-Bone Todd. And yeah, thanks, Aaron. Appreciate it. David Boyce is here. Awesome. So no, I'm not selling my Shelby Cobra. But what we will start out with is first of all, I've got 1,106 subscribers. Thank you to everybody that has subscribed or even watching or watches on occasion. I was going to do a giveaway around 1,000 subscribers, and I didn't quite get to it. So I'm going to sweeten the pot a little bit. I'm going to be giving away a unused polisher. So we're going to do that and some products as well. So I will be doing that later on this channel, not tonight, but I'll be doing that, coming up somewhat soon. So you got to be subscribed, and we'll just do like a hashtag in the comments and go from there. So anyway, let's start with a little kind of breaking news. So as a lot of you guys know, Phoenix EOD fabulous finishing polish. It's a great finishing polish. It does have a little bit of bite to it, not too much. Well, as of now, if you're to order a bottle of fabulous finishing polish from Aaron at phoenixeod.com, you're going to be getting a new version of this. And it's going to be better because it's going to jewel even more. So, what does that give us? Okay, so if you have like dark paint or whatever, and it's just not quite getting that perfect clarity that you want that slight haze to be gone. Well, this is going to help that out. So, we don't really have much for jeweling polishes out there. So I'm really looking forward to this because to try to get paint to jewel, especially on like black GM or black Ford paint, especially Mustang paint. Um, it's kind of a pain in the butt. So there are ways to do it, and we can talk about that in another live. But yeah, so if you order Fab Polish, you're going to get something that's going to jewel even better. So yeah, so that's kind of surprising and interesting and very welcome news. So we definitely got to thank Aaron for doing that. Jason Davis is here. Cool. So yeah, that's the breaking news. So Fabulous Finishing Polish, a little bit more jeweling. Gotta love it because there are a lot of polishes out there that, polish very well, maybe with a little bit more bite, but there's not a lot of jeweling polishes out there. So Aaron and I have had that conversation several times over the last couple of years. So really glad to hear that's coming out. So um, as far as products, if you guys have any questions on any products, go ahead and put them in the chat and we'll talk about them. I'd like to talk about a product that some of you guys know that I use quite a bit, and it's FineLab A50 super heavy cutting compound. And this finishes out really, really well. Um, Actually, by the way, each of the products, yep, every product I'm talking about tonight, if it's a Phoenix EOD product, you can buy it from Aaron at phoenixeod.com or at thehouseofrags.com. Some of the other products I'm going to talk about, including this, you can buy at thehouseofrags.com. So what I've done is if I need to do a very intense one step, and I needed to finish it out even better than this can finish, on the same pad, I will put FineLab A50 and Fabulous Finishing Polish on the same pad and use that as a one step. So I don't know if a lot of people do stuff like that or not. I mix quite a bit. So they both wipe off really, really easy outside and in the heat. And another product I'd like to talk to you guys about is the Detail Co. And I know you can't read it, but the next label version, you'll be able to read it. This is Endgame Compound. So this cuts pretty good, but it finishes out really nice. But the best thing I like about Endgame Compound, and I really like it, because if you're working outside or working in the heat, you're working all day. You're running a buffer for hours and hours and hours. Last thing you want to do is rub that polish off real hard, and your arms are sore and your arms turn to rubber. Can't have it. I can't. Some of you guys can. That's great. More power to you. But this wipes off so easy. I have never seen any polish wipe off as easy as Detail Co. Endgame. So if that's what you're kind of looking to have and stuff like that, definitely recommend it. We do have a question from Yumcars. Oh my gosh, here's a question. What is the ultimate goal with your channel and the big vision? Subscribers, etc. So subscribers, yeah, if people want to subscribe, that's great. If they don't, if they just want to hang out and watch, that's fine too. Kind of the goal would be to communicate how to successfully deliver the best product to your customers as possible. So that entails a very, very, very long conversation. We're actually going to get into some of that tonight. But your customers have certain expectations. You don't want to just meet them. You want to beat them. Okay. You want to deliver a glossier paint than what they're probably expecting. Cleaner trim. Door jambs are actually cleaners, and the kick panel, they're cleaner than what they would have been if they were thinking a guy would do a medium job. You want to deliver. So There's a lot of tricks to doing things certain ways. I know I do things a little bit different than most people. We're going to talk about that tonight. And we want to be able to, just kind of have people hang out, have fun. We don't have to talk about products all the time. We can talk about life. We can do whatever. But like Aaron says, we got to be here for each other. And if we're not, because I struggle with that quite a bit, being alone here quite a bit. If we're not, that's kind of tough on people. So it's always nice to um, be there for somebody. If they want to make a phone call and talk about whatever's happening. So yeah, it's going to be pretty broad based. Socrates from Detailing Made Simple, he was just on the Thorcast, and him and I are going to be doing some work together. Actually, more than some. So Sock and I, he's not here at the moment, but he lives about 3 miles away. So Texas DD here is, oh my God, and Greg, that is so awesome. You guys are blowing me away. I did not think this many people would be here. I'm serious. So we're going to talk about what Sock and I are going to be doing coming up together too, because um, it's going to be quite a bit, and we're going to have a lot of fun. And we come after it from different perspectives. So you guys are going to be interested about that. So anyway, so yeah, I don't know if we see any other questions in there, but I guess what we can do is go into a little bit of a deep dive here. And I know there's several people in here that actually, like that. We got Chloe here, Chloe the cat. She's awesome. So, so say you're doing exterior of a vehicle, and it's moderately dirty. Looks like it has been washed a whole lot. Um, you've got a few ways to start attacking this, and the customer wants pretty good shine. Let's just give that an example. So some people will just use a pH neutral soap and maybe do a clay towel and spray on a ceramic sealant. Okay, you can get by with that. So, but what you really need to do is you need to really deeply evaluate that paint before you start. Do you have to do a pre-wash with Primus 2.0 or Purifica acidic or whatever? So evaluate the paint correctly. You can use a high pH shampoo, which is what a lot of people use. Vonix Citron is really good. There's a lot of other really good high pH shampoos out there. And you're going to after the organic contamination on the paint and maybe some yellowing in that on the paint. Okay, great. But what if there's minerals on the paint too? Well, the high alkaline shampoos ain't going to go after those minerals very well. So you kind of need to use a lower pH shampoo, like an acidic wash. Purifica would be one of those that you could use. But as far as diving deep is, say you're not going to be polishing the paint and you're in a situation where it's coming out good, but not really good. Um, and you've used the pH neutral soap, you're just going to have to go ahead and use that high pH soap and then the low pH soap. Um, you want to go after what is ever on top of that clear coat. And the one of the keys before you start buffing, because that's my personal thing. I like buffing paint more than pretty much anything in life. But you want to get that paint as clean as possible and as clear as possible. Clean as possible with high pH, clear as possible, getting the minerals off with the low pH. Okay. you may do a clay towel or clay bar can kind of mar. So everything's a little bit, you know, subjective to what vehicle you have. But if a car is even moderately, lightly to moderately dirty, I don't know if you can get away with pH neutral shampoo. So that could be a point of discussion coming up in the future. And Dark Dragons here, awesome, nice to see you. Um, so I guess it's really good to open up that conversation. Um, you're not going to get a high gloss shine if you buff a car or not, if you're not getting the paint as clean as possible and as clear as possible. Got to have those. So, so yeah, down the road, we're going to be talking about stuff like that. We're going to be doing a lot of demos. I'm going to go live probably in the shop quite a bit. We're going to probably go live in Socrates' shop quite a bit. It's going to be kind of fun. So, is there any more questions? I may have missed them. I'm not sure, but you can go ahead and ask another question if you like. Corey does the full Labo 3 pH watch. It's not an option, it's a standard. I'm reading Corey's words here. I like the comfort of the VDA compliance, like a tiny insurance policy. So, yeah. So, you're going to have to evaluate each individual car. And if you can get by with a pH neutral shampoo, great. Go for it. Use it. If not, you're going to have to do your foam, rinse, foam, contact wash, and stuff like that. You may have to do it a couple times. So, very, very important. So, anyway, yeah. How do you like your Fine Lab polisher? T-Bone Tob. Okay. This is going to be interesting. So I've used a lot of polishers over the many, many years. And I've used Griot's Garage, used DeWalt Rotary, which is great. I've used so many different polishers. Max Shine, which it's okay. It's not the best. Papa Smurf is here. You got to be kidding. Anne Conway. Oh my gosh. So thank you guys for being here. I had no idea all you guys would be here. There's no way. Appreciate it big time. But polishers, so I stepped up to a Rupes polisher, 21 millimeter. Thought it was great, kind of loud. Thought it was great, pretty cool. Okay. And I was looking to get something different. And I was talking with Eddie over at the House of Rags on an Instagram message a few years ago. And he mentioned the Fine Lab polisher was really smooth and, didn't really stall out a whole bunch. So it's like, okay, cool. So I went over to finelab.com and they actually still have them $308. You can get a 15 millimeter 5-inch or 21 millimeter 6-inch. I have both. I've used only the 6-inch so far, and it's a workhorse. It's smooth. It's smoother than Rupes. I actually donated my Rupes polisher to the Pay It Forward campaign that Aaron over at phoenixcod.com is doing. And it was very, very used, very, very lightly. But the Fine Lab polisher is absolutely the best polisher I've ever used. I think there's a Mirka out there, and a large throw Mirka may be coming out. But anyway, Socrates is messaging me, and I think he may have forgot I'm live. So anyway, hopefully he shows up here. He said he missed his live. Poor guy is working graveyard shifts. So, but to find that polisher, yes, best I've ever used, and I love it. It's a corded model. I don't know if they have a cordless or not. I have a cordless ShineMate. That thing is fantastic. And do we have Cash? Cash is here. Holy smokes. Man, I hope everything's going good with you. I haven't talked to you in a long time. Fine Lab makes some really great products. They're hybrid ceramic detailer. Dimitri's Garage over on YouTube. He rated that number one at the time he was doing it, and I think it's fantastic. Titan by Phoenix EOD is great as well. But yeah, so see, Eric Papa Smurf is asking anyone apply the Glaco glass coating, and I'm about to get off work and head home to apply my Infinity before a trip this weekend. I haven't used it yet. I really like Detail Co's Classy Glassy. I use that on most of my vehicles now. If somebody doesn't want a ceramic coating on their glass, I put Titan on the glass on the windshield. Actually, to me personally, that's mandatory. So if there's no glass coating going on a windshield or any other glass, I put Titan on every window all the way around the outside of the vehicle, bar none. It definitely helps with water repellency in that. Um, anyway, let's see. Yeah, Conway, Fine Lab has some very legit products. Yeah, Socrates and I used Odin, and you can go and watch Soc's video on it. And we recoated my 27-year-old paint Saturn. We recoated the hood, and we wasn't sure how long to leave it dwell, but I think we caught it at the right time, and the water repellency is fantastic. So yeah, yeah. Sleep well, Nick. Take care. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate it. It's very nice of you. Completely unexpected and highly appreciate it. Yeah. So let's see. What else are we going to talk about? Things coming up in the future. Future podcasts. So Sock finally made it. Oh my gosh. Great timing, actually. I was just going to maybe text you live here, but thank God he made it. Um, yeah, if you guys missed Sock's Thorcast, I call it Thorcast. If you missed it, it's over at the House of Rags YouTube, and missed it, check it out. He talks about it quite a bit. Polymer versus surfactant, rinseless, and yeah, pretty good information. And that's another point of contention here that we're going to be talking about it in the future is when do you do a rinseless and when do you use shampoo? Rinseless is really good, but it's not high alkaline. Rinseless is really good, but it's not low pH acidic. It's not going to go after the minerals as well. It's not going to go after the dirt quite as well, I don't think. So we're going to probably be doing some testing on that. And I think that's really good for us to do sometime. Yeah. Yeah, we got to do that. Hopefully everybody will like it. Fred's here. Awesome. So yeah, we're gonna deep dive quite a bit, Sock and I, and the whole rinseless versus car shampoo. I think we're gonna hit that one pretty hard. So I do appreciate Sock very much. He's a good friend. We go out and grab some food once in a while. We have a lot of conversations. The guy is just wonderful. Great family. Really, really nice wife. Brand new baby. He's got a wonderful, beautiful daughter. So I am so glad he's here. It's just incredible.